Good morning, everyone. This is Latoya again. I'm back with another video really quick. I'm on my 6th day of the liquid fast, and it's been going pretty good so far. Um, it's been going really well. I can say, looking back on, like, you know how on Facebook you can see things from a year ago or from like 3 years ago on the same day, and it's refreshing being able to look back and to see, how things have changed, and how now, where last year I was drinking a lot of smoothies, now I'm drinking more liquid form. Not me. Well, smoothies to me is liquid form. I guess everybody has their own definition, but more juice. I'll put it like that. Drinking more actual juice or whatnot. And it's just this month has been very reflective for me, and I'm definitely looking forward to what 2017 will bring. I think about how when I fast, it's a time to reflect, it's a time to allow my body to rest, it's a time to release things, and also things come up from my past, because I mentioned in a post that, you know, there's times where I think about foods that I had as a child or things that I haven't had in years that I would not eat now. But just the fact that it's coming up, to me, it's really interesting. And it just makes me think about how things are deeply embedded in us. That a lot of things, I know for me personally, is unconscious. Like you're unconsciously, there's things deeply rooted in us that we may not realize that is still within us, that is still maybe affecting us. And it's great when I am in a space to be more conscious and more aware of how those things of those things, and how it's serving me now, and if it's time for me to release. And that's the powerful thing about becoming more aware of who you are and about the world, and seeing things from a more deeper standpoint. And this week I've been really reflecting on the importance of doing what I love, doing it with a passion, doing it, because it's part of my purpose, truly focusing on the service of behind things, and knowing that it's all about love, and it's not about, the external things. Even though when I am truly doing things that I love, and I am doing it with purpose and with pride and with dedication, no matter what I'm receiving in return, as long as it's coming from a space of authenticity and generosity, that things will always work out. Things will always be the way that it's meant to be, because I'm a firm believer that we are all provided with this, that we have all that we need, and that everything that we desire is already here available to us. It's just that we have to realize that it is available to us. So it is so easy to get caught up in not having enough, or not being good enough, or there not being or the competition of believing that someone that you have to be on top, the only one on top, when the reality of it is that abundance is accessible to everyone. We just have to believe it, and abundance really is love. So it's really it's been a really reflective week, because I just really been thinking about those things like that, and just remembering why I'm doing the things that I do. And for me, holistic health, focusing on the mental, the physical, the spiritual, the emotional, focusing on those aspects of my life, and really practicing those things and sharing those things is important for me, because in my eyes, just how I view things. It's very empowering for me to see people take a stand for their lives. It's empowering for me to see people want to do better for themselves as far as with their health on whatever level that I just talked about, you know. And one of the ways that I support people and want to support people is starting with the eating, with how we eat. And I know that it can be a challenge at times, but to me it's a great place to start. I never thought in a million years that I would be, you know what I'm saying, that I would be eating vegan, that I would be eating raw right now, but starting on this journey, you know, it opened the doors to other aspects of my life. And I started to pay more attention to my emotional and my mental, and then started to get more connected to the spiritual side of myself. So it's a very powerful thing. So for me, it's important to really spread love in that way by empowering others to take a stand for their lives and supporting others who may not know where to start or know where to begin or know, you know, who to turn to, you know. And I want to be the person that can support others in that, you know, even if it's just by simply showing, you know, just by being who I am. That's really what it is, just being truly who I am. So it's a really deep thing, and I just really been thinking about stuff like that. But see, that's one of the things I love about fasting, is that it allows me to really reflect on things and to really come up with great ideas. Another great thing about fasting is that I come up with like the ideas that I want, like a food I want to eat, like different types of recipes. I already have it in my mind what I want to make for my first meal, like stuff like that. It just makes me excited. And even with, you know, the different juices that are created during the fast, you know, it's just something that I can keep, you know, and reflect on and share with others. And that's the biggest thing for me, is just making sure that, you know, people who really truly are willing and ready to make changes in their life are able to. And if anybody ever needs support or anything like that, I definitely have different services that I can provide you, because I feel like it's very important to really invest in yourself, because I do that all the time. I always invest in myself. You know, when it comes to my personal development, for my sanity and things like that, I always do that. So I encourage people to, if you really are ready for that, you can definitely go to loveinfinitenature.com to check it out, or send me an email at loveinfinitenature@gmail.com, or send me a message directly through Facebook or something like that, because I really am serious about this because it just shifts, like just changing changing. I know for me, changing my diet definitely caused a huge shift in me. And I know everybody has their thing that created a shift. And for me, it was by making that conscious choice to just stop eating things that were not in alignment with the truth of who I am and what God has brought me on here to be. So that's all that I have for now. And thank you so much for taking the time to just hear me out, and have a wonderful and blessed day.